Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Rocks Roost. Let's check out No Man's Sky. Now, this game came out in 2016, I believe, and overpromised and under-delivered fairly famously, but I've been playing it for many years since then, and it has slowly but surely become an excellent game. Maybe even one of the greatest of all time. I don't know. It's up there. It's up there. And, of course, with Starfield out now, a lot of people have compared it to this. I don't think that's a fair comparison. No Man's Sky is, in some ways, leaps and bounds beyond Starfield, and Starfield, in some ways, is leaps and bounds beyond No Man's Sky. But the thing is, Starfield is an RPG. No Man's Sky is not really an RPG. It's more of a survival game. And with rogue-like elements. All the worlds are procedurally generated. And I could yammer on and on, but let's just go ahead and jump in. The reason I wanted to do this, let's just do a new game here. The reason why I would do this is there's a new version out with a new expedition. Usually when, this game is in active development still after all these years. This is now 2023, in case you're watching this in the future. The game's in active development, and every time a new big update comes out, usually shortly after, there'll be a community expedition, which, as you see here, it says you can undertake a limited time expedition for special rewards. We have 4 weeks left to do this. That's plenty of time. It's been out for almost a month, I guess. I've been wanting to do it on the channel, and couldn't really find a time to catch my breath. And now seemed like a pretty good time to just jump in here and play with the new version. Hearing some pretty good things. This, of course, is the initial loading screen. And it's going to drop us down on a planetary surface. Initialize expedition, yes. We're in a ship. Not on a planet. How about that? Shield kinetic system online. Okay. Aerial propulsion jetpack online. User initialization sequence complete. Command to bridge crew. Welcome home, Captain. Welcome home indeed. Alrighty. Expedition 11, Voyagers. Oishida System, first contact. Okay, so generally, on a new save, you will start on a random planet. But in this particular expedition, we are starting in a freighter. This is only the second time they've done this. Starting a freighter. The voyage of the EV4 Nidabias has begun. That's all randomly generated, by the way. The Expedition tab will show your progress as you explore the universe. Complete milestones to earn rewards. Complete all the milestones in a phase for special exclusive items. View progress in the Expedition page by pressing hamburger. Earn exclusive rewards by completing milestones. Complete milestones in any order. Take the capital ship on a cruise through the galaxy to each of the rendezvous points to earn large rewards. Excuse me. Exclusive expedition rewards can be accessed on any save. This save will remain playable when the expedition ends. Okay, so we are playing on PC. We have a NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3070, or no, 3080, I'm sorry, and we are using an Xbox controller, just so that you know what's going on there. Well, here we are on our freighter. Let's check it out. We are a species known as a Korvax, which is actually a synthetic android type species. And our crew is Korvax as well. Captain Yov. Let's see what he has to say. The freighter's master stands at ease, awaiting my instructions. Okay. So, you know, we can use this. We would talk to the captain to engage the singularity engine, which is a special kind of FTL drive. We also can move items back and forth. Checking the inventory. Let's, actually, no, let's check the inventory. That would be the... I don't know what these buttons are called. The one that has the windows on it on the Xbox controller. It's tab if you're using the keyboard. This is what we have. We have some life support gel, an ion battery. All these things up here, they use energy. You can use the batteries to recharge them, or other elements of different kinds to recharge them. Okay, this is our life support pack. It's very important. Charged with oxygen life support gel. So you see it says down there in the tooltip under the little the red bar there that says 100% what you can charge these things with. This is your jetpack energy. And we charge that with a battery or sodium nitrate. This is just an upgrade for the jetpack. This is an upgrade for the life support tank, and this is an upgrade for our personal shield. This slot you see is supercharged. Okay, so we can install something new here if we had it, or we could move an existing technology down here. Now you see how you want things to kind of touch. Okay, so this hazard protection, we can press X to move this. Let's just move this over here. Now you see when I moved that, the border became white. That means you're getting a little bit more bonus out of those objects because they are next to each other. Now here's the jetpack. We want to move it, say, right here. Okay. This, now pay attention. 25% tanks, 10% sprint, 11% recharge, 40 sprint recovery. So 25, 10, 11, 40. We're going to pop it down here. And now what does it say? 31, 12, 38, 75. So you see it's supercharged. Plus we have a bonus, a proximity bonus, because it's next to the jetpack. We want to move our life support. Actually, you do want to kind of keep these. You know what? I'm going to use the mouse. Mouse and keyboard is better for this. Press E to move it. Oh, yeah, this is much better. Oh, there's a supercharged slot there. Okay, never mind. So we're supercharging this 12% life support. 10%, 20%, 25%. I don't know which is better. That's probably better. So let's put the life support over here. It is important to be kind of particular about this, because you need to maximize space. Our ship, which we haven't seen yet, but this is what it looks like. Ships are randomized, not only in type, but appearance as well, in class. This is a C-class explorer type ship. And you see its stats here. We have launch thrusters. All these things are things you have to manage and keep charged up. And we'll go through all this as we get to it. Our multi-tool, this is what we use to mine. We also use this as a weapon. Here's the mining beam. Got to keep that charged. Scanner, you'll see this in action on the planet below. Analysis visor, also you'll see that in action. Terrain manipulator, you'll see this as well. And I'll show you when I'm using these and tell you about them. Here's the freighter. There's an exterior view of our freighter. It's pretty neat looking. Haven't seen one like this before. Must be part of the new update. Our FTL drive is out of gas, so that's not good. We have the transporter, which lets us beam things between the suit and the freighter over a long distance. And we have a few things stored away here. Okay. Tell you, one of the first things I'm going to do, I like to play this game in first person. So to do that, hit X. It brings up this menu here that I'm using, and then use the arrows to go to Utilities. There's toggle camera view. Now, if you hold Control and a number, 0 through 9, you can do a quick bind. So I think I'll bind this to 5. See the 5 appeared up there next to the little critter? Said it, oh, not escape. Now we hit 5. We're in first person. 5 again. You're in third person. I just like it in first person, but that's a personal preference thing. Okay, now the camera's inverted on the Y because I am usually using a controller for carpal tunnel, that sort of thing. Let's see. Camera. Normal. Okay, should be fine. Okay, so there's a lot to unpack with this game, so I figure the best thing to do is just to do it as we go. Again, so if you're playing the expedition, the Voyagers expedition, you can play along with me here. Tab brings up your inventory. Escape brings up sort of the main menu. Go to the expedition tab. Milestone planet side. Land on a planet. Okay, this is pretty simple. Our reward, every one of these milestones gives us a reward. And you can preview them by hovering over them. Okay. Creature pellets, powerful mining being upgraded, and hyperdrive plans is what we get for this. So, we select it, and that puts it now on our sort of log. Okay, the log is like your mission checklist or journal or whatever. This will tell you your active missions, okay? The first one is an exploration guide. You get this for every system you enter. Right now we're focused on planet side. That's our expedition. So let's head to the hangar and get on our ship. We can just beam straight down there here with this. Oop. And the ship, there it is. Okay, let's head to it. WASD moves your character. Shift causes them to run. You see there is a gauge in the lower right rather, that is ticking down. Press shift again to toggle run on and off like that. Spacebar is the boost pack. If you fall from too great a height, it will hurt you. We can't do attacks in here because we're inside the freighter. Hop in there, hold down E. This is the inside of our ship. It's pretty cool, huh? Here's the display. This is indeed an explorer type ship. Each type of ship will have its own appearance inside here. And it does look like they've spruced up these appearances just a little bit since the last version. To look around like this, hold down Alt and move the mouse. We can look up over the canopy. One of the cool things about these Explorer class ships is we get this big, nice glass canopy we can see out of the way around. An Explorer class's claim to fame is its jump drive range. So, to blast off, let's see if I've played this in forever. Hold W. Alright, so the ship works just like on foot, so W goes forward. A and D do barrel rolls. S engages the reverse thrusters. Now we're going backwards, actually. You see your speed right there, 174, 75. See, it's counting down. That is your units per second. They are arbitrary units. Let's see, does this thing have any weapons? Yes, it does. Left click is your primary weapon. Right click is your secondary, or is the zoom. Yeah, it's zoom. Right click is zoom. Forget, we have to change to a secondary. We don't have it. You can blast asteroids to get stuff out of them. We'll go a bit farther from this than I thought we were. There, we're hitting it. We're going to get some stuff. It'll just come right back to you. Getting some gold out of this, so that's an important resource. Okay, you don't have to destroy the whole thing. It's just, you know, this is a way you can get some stuff. Gold you can find on planets or in asteroids. Things like tritium you're more likely to find in asteroids. You need that for your spaceship maintenance. Okay, so now, that's enough of that. It says set foot on a planet. Does it matter which one? How about we go to ASS3? Hold the space bar to engage the pulse drive, and we'll arrive in 48 seconds. If we stop, we come out of pulse in an asteroid field. This shows you got some tritium there. We need that. Might as well get some stuff while we're here. Got some silver. And I guess I should say, if you like a third-person view for the ship, you can do that. You can do that as well. There we go. There's a third-person view for the ship. You can go into the settings menu and change the view angle here. It's a very wide-winged Explorer. I don't think I've ever seen one quite like this one. It's unusual. This tritium we do need. Oh, that was a close call. There's a wacky looking asteroids here. You know, asteroid mining. This can be therapeutic, you know, if you had a stressful day and just come up into the asteroid field and shoot a bunch of rocks. If you have a secondary weapon, G will change to it. Here's a rocket launcher. You see, you get one shot and it has to cycle through its overheating, which is basically like, you know, reloading the tubes kind of thing. This is a one-man ship after all. And you'll see some other people out here. They're doing some mining too. This is a multiplayer game. I have multiplayer turned off, so that's just actually a computer doing its thing. But on multiplayer, you'll see actual people all over the place. Mine 40 asteroids. Okay, so I didn't realize this was a thing, but it is. So that's good. You know, this ship, the rear end of the ship, it reminds me of the Eagle 5 from Spaceballs. It reminds me of that so much. Okay. I'm sure that's not the intended. Y'all ever see Spaceballs? It's a goodie. It's a good one. Well, this planet is green. Okay, hold down the space to pulse. Let's just pulse on out there. When we reach orbit, I will check the expedition. Well, actually, you can check the expedition tab while you're flying. See, this one's complete. It's colored in. It says clicked. You can click this to collect the reward. This was actually looks like a phase. Is it a phase 5? Yeah. Okay. Well, it's fine. You just never know where things might end up. We're gonna get an emergency signal scanner and Supreme Pulse engine upgrade ×2. Let's get them. You got to do all of the expedition milestones to get all the rewards. So this tells us about the upgrade modules. I will explain that. Let's slow down here. Upgrade modules improve a specific technology you have already installed. Each module is unique. Search out rare or specific modules at each space station, and we'll visit a space station in a little bit. Upgrade modules are ready-made, require no crafting. Use nanites to buy upgrades from the space station technology merchants. Each upgrade is unique. Check every space station for rare upgrades. Every core technology can support 3 upgrade modules. All right, so if we go here, Pulse Engine Module, we hit A to install it, hold it. You want to put this next to the Pulse Engine because this works just like your exosuit. So that gives us more maneuverability, more boost, and more efficiency. These can be taken out of this ship and put into another ship. All right, so that makes our ship a whole lot more potent. Matter of fact, these are gold nuggets. Just hit A and they'll turn into gold. Or metallic gold, I guess. This turns to tritium. You can use these in crafting. I'm not going to use them yet. You can do the analyze thing and they'll turn into tritium. Tritium is used for the pulse engine, so that's kind of important. All right, so this is a very green planet. So what we need to do, we're cruising through the atmosphere here. Speed up just a touch. Let's find us a place to land. What looks interesting? I mean, that crater down there looks kind of interesting. This looks interesting. There is, I think, an ore or a resource site right there. I hit C to use the scanner. And we're too high up, I guess. There's another resource right there. I'm going to land kind of right in the middle of these, I think. Okay, when the shuttering stops, it usually means you can use the scanner. Or not, but we're close enough down now. There's actually something else right there. You see the scanner pick that up. You know what? This is interesting me. So, slow down. Not the best flyer in the world. And hit E to land the ship. Here we are. Hold E to get out. Press E to get out. Alright, we're on the planet. That was our first milestone complete. Very good. This is a neat planet. Very green. Green is my favorite color. Alrighty. So it's wanting us to put in a hyperdrive. We don't have the thing. I guess we need to get the... Do we get it? Yeah, we get the plans from this. Collect our reward. So we need chromatic metal and a microprocessor. 5 microprocessors for that. We don't have those yet. So... Yep. We read that before. What did we get? Mining beam module. Yeah, so exosuit. Up here are your inventory tabs. Go to your exosuit. This will be your mining beam module. This is going to go on your multi-tool. So put it next to the mining beam for maximum effect. There it is. Plus 31 heat dispersion. Sorry. Minus 14 overheat downtime. Plus 18 mining speed. That's great. Okay, do we have a scanner? We do. That's a basic resource scanner. Again, you hit C. You'll notice in the lower right corner there's a crosshair, reticule, and the line going up. That's your scanner recharging. Let's see. Wow, I have not played this in forever. That's not what we want. We don't want that. Don't want that. Oh, there's our multi-tool. Q is a melee attack. That is a sentinel. We don't want to aggravate that thing. That will cause much pain for us. Ah, yes, this is what I was looking for. You press F. It brings up your analysis visor, and you see things you can scan. So anything that turns purple here, you can scan it. Hold down left click. You get 200 units for scanning that. The more stuff you scan in a... oh, this is a paraffinium deposit. We may need that later. It may irritate the sentinel if we start mining, though. I don't know. These are critters. The little red dots that move around, those are critters. Usually you get a little bit more money for them. We need some money. Just go around scanning. Eventually we'll get upgrades and we'll get a whole lot more money per scan. Like many thousands. So just, you know, go around scanning stuff. It's good. We do need chromatic metal. And I happen to know that you need... Where is that dangerous? Hazardous flora. There it is. Scan that. Don't get too close. There's some kind of critter. Alright, so... That's a big rock. Okay, so I happen to know that you need copper for chromatic metal. So... Let's see. Base computer plans, prepackaged teleport receiver units. Okay, so let's use F and see if we can find a copper deposit. I don't know if we're going to find one here. There's salt. We passed paraffinium up there. These little objects here that look like a diamond with a crosshair, those are going to be your resource deposits. These other things are, you know, treasures and things. Knowledge stones teach you alien words, one word at a time, very slow. There are faster ways of learning. Ah, copper. You see that? We need that. Hold E to tag. Alright, 560 units away. Press shift to run. Space to use the jetpack. It gets you up hills a lot faster. I saw an unidentified mineral. Scan. Alright, so one way to go really fast is to run, melee attack, and then immediately hit the boost pack. So run, hit Q, and then immediately hit space. You see how I'm zooming? What are you trying to pull here? Is it a different oxygen-rich plant? Well, it's in the rock, I think. That does happen. This is a procedurally generated game, so occasionally things will appear inside other things. So, ain't nothing perfect. Plus, this is an indie game, don't forget. So we're going to run, hit Q, immediately hit space. If you fall from too far up, you will take damage. It's nighttime. Some ships flying around. There's a shuttle. Okay, this will give me a chance to show you something. Whenever another ship like this lands, you want to find the pilot. Where is he? Where are you? You landed in all this stuff. Work. Get sissies. Okay, well, he's out here somewhere, I guess. I don't know. Anyhow, I don't know. He may have buggered off. You can trade with those individuals, and you can get some really good stuff. Careful boosting here, because we're going downhill. We need this, copper. So that's going to be our first port of call. And I'll show you how you get stuff out of the ground. Now, there's a couple ways to get resources. Mining beam, you see that. That's going to piss off the sentinels for sure. Ooh, there's goodies. You want to take this stuff off of the crate. We'll send it up to the freighter. And then you can get what's in it. Hey, there was a microprocessor in there. We need 4 more of those. Condensed carbon in that. Nothing in that. Is there another red box? No. Nice find. Okay, so here is our resource deposit. So you hit G, and you look in the upper right there. It says terrain manipulator. Hit G again. There's your mining beam. Terrain manipulator. So what we're going to do is we're going to now hit... let me put it up here so you can see it. If you hit R or T, it will change the size of the chunk you're going to take out of the ground. The smaller, the better, because you get the same amount of whatever resource it is per little blob that comes up, okay? It's going to use more energy, but you're going to get a whole lot more carbon. So this is our first one, so we want to use the smallest one. Hit R until you know for sure it's on the smallest, and then left click. You're going to see carbon start flying up into your inventory. Now, you also want to kind of take some pieces of the ground out too, because you want to get silicate powder, because you can use that to recharge the mining tool, and we will have to recharge it. This takes a little while. You know, once you get established, you can buy a lot of this stuff, but we need to start out humble, I guess, so we're just gonna mine. Plus, this can be a lot of fun. It's very therapeutic. If you like, what is it? Power Wash Simulator? You'll love this. So you can hit C And it'll show you, roughly where the ore is in the ground. Oops. No, I don't want to. I need to back up a little. Okay. Those cubes tell you generally like where there were copper readings. So you know about how far out you need to dig. And that will fade after a little bit. Again, you want to make sure you do get some silicate dust. You can use that later to make glass, but for right now, its main use is going to be recharging the terrain manipulator. So it's kind of interesting to me that the terrain manipulator is basically a perpetual motion machine. In a way. I mean, it is. So you can use it to get sand out of the ground. That's what silicate powder is. And put it back into the terrain manipulator, and you can get more sand. It's an endless thing. So this was kind of a small deposit, but it's good. It got us started, okay? There's a few little trace pieces here and there. Let's just make sure we got it all. Might as well just use up all of our charge and then recharge to full. Why not? Make a big hole in the ground. Alright, that's good. So we hit X, go to recharge, press up, terrain manipulator, silicate powder, hit F. Now we're back to 100%. So hit G to go back to the mining beam. Alright, so that's good. So copper makes chromatic metal. So how do we do that? So we need to make a refiner. So do we have the plans for the refiner? Press Z. We do. Okay, so we need some more oxygen. We need some metal plating. Z brings up deployable technology. You don't normally start with the plans for this. You do here. So we need this thing. We need one metal plating. That's made with ferrite dust. So you can get that basically from just about any rock. And we need 7 more oxygen. Oxygen's a little harder to come by, but we'll do it. Hit C. Any little red. Man, that's carbon. No oxygen showing up here. Oh no, here's some. O2. Let's get that. Oh, we overshot it. You want to scan it first. Hit F. Hold it. Hold right click, or hold left click. You get it. There's some oxygen. Now we got plenty. Okay, so we're good. There. Now we need ferrite dust. So, what gives you ferrite dust, and how do you know? Well, let's get out all this stuff. We also probably need to get some carbon. There are sentinels around here, so we have to be careful. They will go after you for mining. I don't think they go after you for not terraforming. Terrain manipulation, but they do for mining. So here, this everuvite, you see there it says ferrite dust. Shoot it with the mining laser until it's gone. Beware of the sentinels and beware of overheats. All right, is that enough? We got a geode. Go to the geode, like the gold nugget. Hold E, you get something out of it. We got pure ferrite. That's good. Okay, so we need the metal plating. We need more ferrite dust. We need a whole lot more ferrite dust. Okay. Oh, I hear a sentinel. When that happens, you need to go. We do not want to deal with them. So when we can get oxygen and ferrite dust, you can go till you hear the sentinel. They let you know when they've seen you. We need that carbon. Alright. Carbon used to charge up just about anything. More ferrites. More ferrite. Hey, hey, hey. We're good. Okay. Now we need metal plating. And what was it? I'm sorry. My memory is really bad. Alright. So that's good. Let's head on back to the ship. The closer your mining beam is to overheating, the more sort of powerful it is. You'll see the beam will eventually start to turn red as we get close to overheat. You want it to basically always be on the verge of overheating, because that makes mining faster, especially if you're on a world with sentinels. Just picking up some carbon. There's the heat warning. Just let off the button for a minute, let it cool back off. You want to stay at red beam as long as you can. If you overheat, you just have to wait a few seconds. It's not like it's the end of the world or anything. Just picking up carbon. You're going to go through that like crazy. Okay, the sentinels have seen me. It might not be a bad idea to just leave this planet. Oh, that's a new kind of ship. Look at that. Okay. Anyhow, we're fine. Press Z. We're going to make this thing. You left click on it and then click wherever you want it. And there it shall be. This needs fuel and it needs material. So this is where the carbon comes in. We're going to pop in some copper. And, you know, I don't remember how much we need for the hyperdrive. We need 125. Have we got enough? We do. I'm going to set it to exactly 125. Oops. Okay, and then start. And then it'll just whirl away here. And we just kind of wait on it. Look, the sun's coming up. Let's check out our ship. This is a neat ship. There's the guns. There's the lasers right there on top. Neat wing design. I've not seen this before. This must be new for the update. I'm sure I've not seen this texture either. This is new. It looks good. Paraffinium. You know, you rarely need this, but let's get some while we're waiting. Why not? This game is all about maximizing time, so like a lot of your survival games are. This is a big deposit. So with the deposit, with the size of the sort of beam on this, it's always, like so many things, it's a balance between efficiency and time. Oh, well, it's always a balance efficiency. It's always a balance efficiency, right? Between time and resources gained and expense. Same old, the ways of the universe. The cosmos is a harsh mistress, folks. It really is. Everything costs something. If you want an easy life with no horses and buggies, you got to put up with fossil fuels and pollution. If you don't want the fossil fuels and pollution, guess what? You got to live a manual life. Even horses and buggies have their own pollution, so there's a lot of things to think about. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You really, really can't. I'm just going to go until I run out of energy. I don't need all of this. You very rarely use this. But since it's here, and it's not the most common resource, this is like paraffinium. This is kind of like coal. That's what it's meant to be an analog for, I'm sure. My grandpappy was a coal miner over in Harlan County, Kentucky. I'm doing him proud here on planet Uja. Yeah, you can recharge with any of these. I just use the silicate because it's the cheapest. Okay, let's just go back to mining beam. Tell you what, hit X. We're going to recharge this while we're here with some carbon. Let's keep things topped up. Now, go back to our whatcha-dinger here. You don't want to leave this. You don't want to leave this, because then you'll have to build a new one, and that costs resources. So let's open it. Here is our chromatic metal that we need. Here is our copper. You hold the mouse wheel to pick it up. Right. And the carbon that was in it goes back in your inventory. Okay, are we ready now to make the hyperdrive? Are we? I don't know. We still need microprocessor. Let's just pop in chromatic metal. Can we make processors? We can. We need chromatic metal. I'll tell you what we're going to do. Yep, I know. We're going to put that refiner. Nope. We're going to put that refiner back down. And we're going to put the stuff back in. We're just going to use the rest of our copper. It's a 2-to-1, okay? 2-to-1. So 100 copper makes 50 chromatic metal. So we're going to need a whole lot more chromatic metal. I'm going to let this process. What is that? Is that a scannable? That's just a feature. Is it a bug? No, it's a feature. We're going to go back over here and work on this a while. We're just going to go to the medium size and just hurry it up. Oh, we fell. Careful about shooting out the ground under your feet. You don't want to pull a Daffy Duck or whoever it was that did that. You see, this is much faster, but you do get less for it. It's more destructive. Alrighty, and what's neat, you can just shoot a hole right through the ground. You can just keep on going. This is kind of neat. And there are caves in this game. You might find a cave. Look there. Isn't that neat? So when the sentinels are after you, make a tunnel like this. Go back here a little ways. Turn to a right angle. Make a tunnel like this. Get in here. They will not follow you in here. And if you want to be extra careful, you can just keep doing this. And you can hide here until they go away. They will eventually go away, and there will be a countdown. I'll show that off at some point. Let's see if we can. Does this actually come out somewhere? I don't know. You can just generally point skyward and find your way out. Hey, there we are. Habba-dabba-dooba. Where are we going to be? Here we are. Greetings, Earthlings. I'm here. We're back here, behind the ship. Isn't that fun? It's fun. Alright, so we got our stuff. Let's get that. Hit X to just pop it in. Pick it up. Now, here's the thing. We cannot build. We're missing. We need nanotubes. Alright, what are we missing? Chromatic metal. Okay, so we need 3 more of these. So let us, I didn't mention that. So to make things, if it's not obvious, you click on an empty spot and then pick what you want to make. And it'll tell you what you need, you see. If you already have some, hold E to craft more. It'll tell you if you don't have enough stuff, okay? Okay, you can make getting the stuff it's in the log. A job, okay? Craft or purchase microprocessor thing. So we're going to go hunting for somebody to buy one from. Hold W to take off. So where are we going to find somebody to buy this from? Well, we're going to scan. Yeah, didn't find a. We don't have a fancy scanner on this thing, do we? No. Trade outpost. It'd be nice if we had that. Okay. Well, that's fine. We may even want to check a new planet. Or we could check the space station. That's an idea. Let's just get out of here. There's other places to go. You see the hexagon in the corner, upper right. That's going to be your space station. Let's just head over there. You can fly without the pulse drive, but it takes forever. Space is big. And you can do stuff in your downtime while you're just sitting here in the seat inside the ship. Okay, we're actually headed toward our capital ship, so I'm going to drop out a pulse, do a course correction to the space station, hop back in. The entrance looks like it's on the other side. Hold down shift to boost, like that. Boost gives you wide turns. Fly into the blue light and you will be pulled in under autopilot. This is a space station. A little first-person view here inside the ship. And it brings you in. Here we are. Get out. Every time you get out of the ship, it creates a restore points. Let's go up this way. Ooh. Things to look for in the space station. These glowing things give you navigation data, which can be traded for all kinds of things. So you want to keep an eye out for those. They're just laying around. This is your multi-tool vendor. You can buy a new multi-tool here. You can upgrade your multi-tool here, and you can buy upgrades from this fellow. Every space station has critters like this. This is going to be your starship upgrade place. Look here. That's another type of navigation data. Pick it up. This is going to be your exocraft. We'll get into that. That's like, well, you see. That kind of thing. Nano exosuit upgrades. You can buy these. They're expensive usually. How much? Upgrade suit. How much is it? It didn't say. Well, we got one. All right. This, you can change your appearance here. You can scrap your ship here. You will find crashed ships, and you can kind of hatch them up just enough to limp up to the station, and you can sell it here for a whole bunch of stuff. It'll break it down into components that you can then sell for a whole lot of units. So that's something to keep an eye on. Nothing on these tables here. So let me see other. Right now, these are all just computer characters because I have multiplayer turned off. But if I did have it turned on, those would be actual people playing the game, coming in real time. The reason I have it turned off is because it can be a little unstable, unfortunately. The multiplayer is cool, but it can be a little bit unstable. So we want to see if we can buy. I'll tell you what, let's go in here first. Hello. Might find some stuff. Usually you can dig around in here and find carbon. Usually 3 little pods. And a lot of these planters. Like that. That's all we got. It's just a little back room. Now this will be your friend right here. This is a galactic trade portal. Or terminal. Let's see if they have any microprocessors. Yes, they do, but we cannot afford them. What can we sell? How much are they? They're mega expensive, so we're probably not gonna have anything to sell that they're gonna want. Okay, so we're just gonna have to hunt for more carbon or copper. Do they have copper? Sometimes they have that. They do not. They do, and it's cheap. Can we afford it all? No. We cannot. We'll buy all we can get. Because that's that much less we have to get. So E to buy. No. Q. Buy. Sorry. Alright. What do we have that we can actually get rid of, actually? Maybe some of that paraffinium. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Sell that. That was handy to pick that up, wasn't it? Okay. So I don't think you can't put your refiner down here. Alright, so how much carbon do we have? It's 2 to 1. How much chromatic metal? Oh, we need to buy more of that copper. Don't worry, we'll be swimming in credits before you know it. Or units, whatever you want to call it. Oh, another way you can make money is, you see these trade goods with the green values? You can buy these. That means that that's a very good price. They're cheap in this system. You may load them on your freighter. You may haul them to some other system where they really desperately want this, and they pay some astronomical amount. So you can make some pretty good money that way, but we're not ready for that yet. Yeah. Just buy the rest of their copper. That's good. Okay. Humana. Let's just... Okay, get back in the ship. And I'll show you something else before we take off. Press escape. Go to discoveries, okay? This is going to show you the planets that you're aware of in your current system. You can hover over them and it will show you what resources they have. They all appear to have copper. We were on this one. It says high sentinel activity. You see that? In orange. Let's look for a planet that doesn't have that. Dissonance detected. I think that's something new. Or, I don't know. So this might be a good planet. I don't think that was not new. That was in the last expedition, but it has been expanded upon this time. High sentinel. So we want to go here. The one that looks Earthish, right? So let's do that. So let's go out. Oh, I didn't mean to get out. Crud. Let us go and find that planet, shall we? Is that it? That's it. It's it right there. Okay, let's go there. That may have been the one they intended for us to go to anyway. Now, you can't use pulse super close to the space station, so just fly a little bit away and then pulse. This is a very watery planet. Okay, we're going to have to find somewhere with a decent landmass. Let's get through this turbulence. Make it a little easier to fly around here. Alright, so this atmosphere is affecting the light in a funny way. You see how everything turned purple once we got down here. Okay, some people have put some things in here. You know what? Let me go to options and go to network. Multiplayer. Let's turn it on. Why not? We'll see. If it crashes, it crashes. I'm sure that they've increased the stability of it. We're looking for a copper deposit. We may find it this way, but we may not. I don't see anything. Let's just kind of scoot on through here. Sometimes I find it therapeutic just to fly around. I mean, we can always land. Okay, here's a building. That showed up because we did a scan. I'm going to go to the external camera. I'll show you something about landing at settlements. which is what the little house thing indicates. We may have a landing pad here. We may not. Excuse me. I'm not sure. I don't think this one's going to have one. Oh, my frame rate. This is like a waypoint. This is a neat one. This will help us find something else. So let's hop out. Frame rate here is not great. Hey, that's a copper deposit right there, I'm pretty sure. F. It is, okay. Let's use the waypoint. The multiplayer is what is crashing our frame rate, so I'm going to turn that back off. At least I think that's what's doing it. There's probably a lot of people on this planet right now. Oh yeah, that's better. Okay. So miner settled detected. That means we're probably going to have opportunity to buy stuff over there. Still don't have a great frame rate here, I'm just telling you. There's a tree. Let's scan that. Alright. Ooh, this is terrible. I don't know why the frame rate is so bad. Settings, graphics. I'll tell you what. Let's just put everything on high. Okay. Well, we wanted a game crash, didn't we? We're gonna get one. We're gonna get one. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Is this better? I don't know. So far, so good. Turn the settings down to high across the board. This planet, there's something going on here that just... the game is just not liking, or my computer's not liking. I have a pretty beefy PC, but... I don't know, sometimes that happens. Okay, so what were we doing? There was a settlement we found over there. We'll check that out in a little bit. We need to... Ooh, there's a cave. Wasn't there a copper? That's sodium. We want the copper. Mark that. Let's scan the birds. Get that money. All right, look at the cave. Isn't that neat? It's beautiful. That is gorgeous. There's stuff in here to scan too. This is going to be where you find the stuff to make your batteries. You're going to find a lot of cobalt-rich materials in here. That's got cobalt and silver. It's very good. We got these. That critter is outside. Oh, it looks like a clover. Look at that. Remember, all this is procedurally generated, so you never know what's going to pop up. And the flashlight, it comes out automatically. Oh, there's a dangerous thing. Can't scan it. I don't have the gauntlet I need. Sorry, I'm so used to having that. Terrain, we need to get away from that. We're getting poisoned. Yeah, okay. Let's get some cobalt. We can make batteries with that. We're going to need them eventually. Silver is also useful for many, many things. How are we doing on cobalt. I'd say we need to go to, we have about 500 cobalt. It's going to take a little bit, but we need to do it. Then we'll go up there and get that copper. How's that sound? I mean, we could explore this cave. Who knows how far it's going to go. It may just go right around the bend. It may go for miles and miles. You just never know. We might find some cool stuff in it, but right now we kind of need to stay focused on the expedition. Again, it's not saying, the expedition's not saying to make batteries right now, but we are going to need them. So I've been playing this game for years, so I do know we're going to need those batteries. Is that something new? No, it's not. Now, I do not recommend just going into a cave and destroying all the features like this in real life. That is a bad thing to do. Do not do that. It's a bad thing to go into a cave in general by yourself. And it's generally a bad idea to go into a cave in period, unless you really know what you're doing. Because they're very delicate ecosystems in there. Can be very easily damaged, so I know it's fun to go hanging around in the cave, but you should at least learn about caves a little bit before you just go stomping through, you know. I ain't saying you need to be an expert or anything, but always take a buddy. And those are just decorative. Okay, how much we got? 645, good. That's a good start. It's a good start. Now, our copper deposit is up here on the hillock. Ooh. Ooh. Purdy. That would be the dissonance that he was talking about. Let's go ahead and charge that back up. Switch over to the terrain manipulator. Let's start with a full charge on that, too. Sounds good. Now, we'll check that out in a little bit. As a matter of fact, let's just scan. Pick up a little Monet. We're going to get upgrades pretty soon, I'm sure, that will let us get more money from scans. So, alright, where is that deposit? Keep flapping my gums. There it is. Look at this. Living fragments. Well, when you see that little diamond symbol, that means mining laser. You see up there a mining beam. You see there's a diamond icon upper right corner. Let's just pick this up while we're here. I'm sure we're going to need this because it's with the theme of the game. The expedition, rather. We're going to need it eventually. Let's just get it now. I'm going to go hog wild. We don't have to worry about the sentinels here, so thank goodness. Dihydrogen, that's something else. You can make life support gel out of that. We'll just get like these two here, call it good, and then head to our copper deposit. Oh! Going uphill is easier with the booster, as you can imagine. Right, press G to go to terrain manipulator, R to make sure the smallest one's selected, and start mining. There's a way to automate this kind of stuff later, but we won't get to that for a while. We probably won't get to that at all in this expedition. Let's cut back the hillside some here and see what we're working with. Let's scan. It gives us an idea of where we need to go back to. And we got copper right in here. There we go. The shiny stuff, obviously, is the copper. Okay, that's probably obvious, but we want to get silicon as well. because we use that to repower our Doomaflotchet here. And you see the scan wireframe goes away after a while. We don't need to bring it back up, but we can. You just hit C again and it comes back up. It's just a guideline. It's a rough guideline, you know. It's not an exact measurement. Now I'll tell you what's an idea, because this is going to take us a while. We need a bunch of chromatic metal. Here's the idea. You take your thing and you take it here and you plop it down and you get this thing cranking while you're doing all this. You see that's the big brain right there. We don't need all that. 175. And while that's whirring away, you see, you just go back to it. And just don't run off and leave it, because you'll have to make a new one and you'll lose all the goodies inside, so don't forget that. It's annoying me here. You're in my field of view. This is a much bigger deposit than we had before. Uh-oh. There's a storm coming. We're going to have to take shelter. We don't want damage, so we need to... We're going to hurry. Let this finish. While we're waiting, don't waste time. We'll hear it. It'll stop. And then we need to hurry and get underground. Whenever a storm comes, either get in your ship, get in the building, or get underground. We're cutting it close here. Come on. Okay. Pick it up. And then we're going to head down here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into the bank and just blast the hole out. Okay, well. That's how it's supposed to work anyway. Create our own shelter. Alright, that should be nice. That's cute. Alright. Well, it's not normally this difficult. This terrain is being obtuse. Okay, down we go. This may not be enough protection. But it might be. We'll find out. Oh, this is a gravity storm. Look at that. I forgot. That's a whole different deal. Normally, you want to go underground. Look at this. Ain't that fun? This was new. This was from the last update. Oh, I splatted real hard. Okay, that's your health up there if you're in the upper left, just in case you hadn't noticed. While we're doing this, okay, we need one more because we need more of these. Alrighty, so we need to go back to the ship, so we're good. But I'm gonna bump up to size 2 and just grab the rest of this. I want to be here all day. You see how much? It is size 2, right? Yeah. You see how much quicker it is on size 2 as opposed to size 1. But you do get significantly less, but we're still getting right much, so. I think we'll soon be in a position where we can usually just buy most of this anyway. Of course, we've already been buying, as we did, you saw there on the space station. I mean, if you're not just, you know, super miserly like I am. Okay, the storm's going away. The gravity storm, I don't think is any danger really to you. Except causing you to splat because you're being stupid. But firestorms, toxic storms, ice storms, those kind of storms, you need to dig a hole and get in it, or get in your ship, or get in a building, something like that. Because they will deplete your life support, hazard protection, or whatever you want to call it, real quick. Okay, that's got that. Before we head back to the ship, we got some blinking stuff over here. What is going on here? Did we pick up our thing? We did. Okay. Oh, yes. Dihydrogen crystals. Just anytime you see these, get them. You need this. You're going to make your life support gel out of this. You make all kinds of stuff out of this. Dihydrogen, this is an analog for water. You guessed it. So that's kind of important, isn't it? Isn't water important to your normal life? Yes, it is. So it's important here, too. What is this? Gravitino ball. Normally, if you grab these, sentinels will come and attack you, so I'm not going to fool with that. What do we have here? Autophage. Beta M1, Mi231D. Pugnium. Take the pugnium out. We can use that for other stuff. Oh, we don't have enough Atlantidium. So we just have to leave. We can get it from this purple stuff. This stuff, let's get it. It's sidetracked here. How much of this do we have? 30. I can't remember what we get for this. Might as well do it. There's a zillion of these things laying around. Do we need to scan any of these critters that are running for their lives? This is a special resource. This is like a food resource. There's a survival mode where you have to eat. You don't have to eat and drink in this one. In this, since we're playing the expedition. Exactly what he needed, wasn't it? Let's get a little more. Just in case my memory, as per usual, is shit. I don't normally like to spook the wildlife, but anyway. There's another person. I don't see anybody, so whatever. Let's go check on this again. I can't remember what we get. Let's see what we get. Do we get anything good? The third. We got some binary there. Okay, whatever. Well, that was entirely worth it, wasn't it? Back to the ship we go. Indeed. It's a big chunk. There may be a radiant shard. There may be some kind of, milestone that has to do with them. Not sure. I do want the dihydrogen. I'm telling you, whenever you see this, get it. This is your lifeblood. Life support gel, that's how you make it. It goes pretty quick. Some more of the purple stuff. That is needed for the robot type quest, which is the main claim to fame here. Have I scanned you? Yes, I have. Alrighty. Back here we go. We can now install this. And just wait a second. Wait a second. Charge with a warp cell. We need an antimatter housing and antimatter. Well, we can make both of those. Antimatter uses chromatic metal. The housing uses oxygen and ferrite dust. So, there you go. Pick it up. Go over to Starship. Drop it in there. Go to the Expedition tab. Warp to a new system. Alright. Well, we found a trading post over there, or whatever, settlements. We're just gonna go on. Just get out of here. Get away from the planet. And let's hit M for map. And you can use the arrow keys to change the route you want. You can go toward the galactic core, and it'll plot a path that way. This takes us on the expedition route. That's what we want. Or you can go free explore. We want to do the exploration route. Move your mouse around till the yellow thing goes along the line, and hold. Click and hold. Click and hold. We are headed. I don't think we can make that, can we? Out of jump range. Okay. Wait a minute. We can go here. We do need to expand the jump range of our ship. Here we are in a new system. Coming down on the ring plane of a giant planet. That's pretty cool. Look at that. Uba Migata. Yeah, went to light speed. Look at this. Isn't this cool? This is the kind of spaceflight I was hoping that Starfield would have. I think a lot of us were hoping for that. That is not what we got. Okay, let's get our stuff. Base computer. Pre-packaged teleport receiver unit. Alright, now our freighter did not come with us, but we can bring it here, no problem. Base computer uses chromatic metal. You get the gist now. That's going to be used for a lot of stuff. Well, I think... let's check the planetary log. This is because it's part of an exploration or expedition. These planets have already been logged and uploaded. So, what's the best one? High Sentinel. Aggressive Sentinels. You definitely don't want that. No Sentinels mentioned here. Sentinel, 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 Sentinel. We want this one. The planet we're orbiting right now. So, let's head down. It's much like the other one. You should see there it says unknown planet. Proceed to scan. Let's scan it. Gives it a temporary name. If you go to this, yeah. I don't know why it said it was unknown. It's already been discovered by Spider Dijon 23, who's playing on console. Well, whatever. Doesn't matter. Let us sally forth and go down to the surface. Another highly aqueous world. Clouds always give me some concern. Well, it's Crescent Island. How about that? You want to land there? I don't know. As good as any place. Ready to land. We're going too fast. Oh god, oh god. Go down and then you can land. How about that? We're here. Right next to some dihydrogen crystals. You know the drill. Get them. And don't get the unscanned stuff because you're just destroying money. Micro amounts, yes. That's kind of cool. Yes. Get this, get this, get this, get all this, all this. We want all this. Yes, we do. Oh no! Well, I shouldn't have zapped it. Radiation protection falling. This is what we zapped. Now we can zap it. We're going to have to recharge here in a minute. Alright. X. Up. Up. F. Yeah, this game is so much fun. So you kind of get the idea. You see what the gameplay loop is going to be like here, right? And there is tremendous depth to this, and it is extremely addictive. We are just barely scratching the surface. Since we're here, why not plop down that base computer, huh? This looks like a great place. Z for your deployables. Here's your base computer. Plop it down. Okay. And guess what this lets you do? It lets you make a habitable base. Here we are, searching cartographic archives. Yep. We can get a claim a base for this site. As long as it's not close to another building, you usually get an okay there. So this little island is now ours to do with as we see fit. We are a little bit exposed here, but that's the point of building a base, right? Check the expedition. Establish a base. So we need to build a base. I'll tell you what, we've done quite a lot in this first little episode. If you'd like to see me play some more of this game, let me know in the comments below. I'm probably going to play it in my personal time, but figure, why not record it? If you'd like to see it, do let me know. Like the video, drop a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Your support means everything to me. For now, I'll bid you adieu, and I hope you do well today, wherever you are, whenever you are. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.